What up, what up, what up? Good morning, everybody. It is Christmas Eve. Lonnie here with Charts and Labs. Gonna make our morning day trade. Um, Stock market is open today. It is a short day, so probably gonna be some quick moves and then some pretty stagnant action afterwards, is my thought. Before we make this deal, or before we jump in, I want to remind everybody this is not financial advice. This is just me giving some familiarity with the market and showing you how I look at it and what I look for. Um, I want to make sure that everybody has some familiarity with this thing and uses all the tools possible so that they can build wealth. I'm not a financial guru by no means. I have no certification or qualifications that make me an expert, but I do have some experience and I like to talk about this stuff. So let's jump into this. Um, this account, what I've been doing is I have a small account that I did in Robinhood because I want to be able to take the USDC back and forth to my crypto exchange, and and so I chose Robinhood. Plus, Robinhood is very easy to use for a beginning individual. So that's why I'm trying to focus on Robinhood. I am getting a little bit better with the interface um, uh, on the website, online on the computer. I have not used that before. The um, the phone is very simple and very easy though. So what we're seeing is a pre-market. Um, Looks like we're going to be in a little break and run right out the gate. I don't know if I want to try to scalp on the way up real fast because this is going to be kind of a quick move, or if I want to wait for it to stall and try to catch the fade. But we are getting a little run up out the gate on the bell. Yeah, these are all going to be very expensive this first 5 minutes. I don't like making these plays, but I also don't want to. I don't really want to play too long. So big wick up. We are not quite in momentum, but we do have this buy signal down here that we had a reversal. And we are above the momentum rally, so it's looking that it wants to go green. Intel is getting hammered down a little bit this morning, which is a bummer because Nvidia ended their testing phase of the 18A. Um, Now that doesn't mean that they're not going to be a customer. That doesn't mean that they are abandoning Intel. It just means that they are not. Oh, it's quite the reversal of the little breakout. Um, just means that they are not testing it no longer. So a lot of negativity in the headlines on that. Uh, yeah, everybody kind of went red really fast. A lot of testing on that. Or they're not testing it no more. So a lot of negative headlines on the news kind of cycle. Um, so be careful of that. So what we got is a 622 price. It's got to hold. You know, I think that is the play. Let's see if we can get just one for now. Oh, missed it. Done. I'm trying to buy one that's already in the money on a 0-day call. That way I can get the run. Yeah, it's gonna. I'm pretty sure it's gonna run. That was like a little flash up. Let's see. Review order and submit. I'm gonna have to go back and replace that one order because I don't think I'm gonna get that dip. Let's see. Come up here. I do have the one. It might let me actually. Did it catch it? I have two. I did catch that one. Look at that. And now we're gonna jump into that option. So I have two of them. My average was 0.94. I ended up snagging that one. Simulate my returns. I just want to kind of see how high I want this price to go. And 133, that would be a good profit point for those two. This wicked out at 622.78. Not a bad grab. Okay, investing. 102. Let's just see if we can sell those really quick. Just scalping here. Just scalping 2 at 1.25. See if we could catch a tall wick and get that out if it's going to want to. Done. We still have buying power, not going too crazy on anything yet. Kind of letting those two run. We are at least on the green side. I kind of want to grab maybe 2 more of these. This little drop on Intel. Let's go ahead and grab 2 more at 18. Review that. Submit. Oh. This order is invalid because you do not have an... Oh, good. Because I don't want to sell it. That's what I don't know why it always defaults to that. I would rather it default to me buying. Thank you for not doing that order. I want more. So I want to buy 2 more. Get them even cheaper now. So now... Alright, let's gonna see what we got going on. So yeah, now I hold 3. I like that a lot better. And this is getting ready to run into profit. Oh, it's trying to. What are we doing over here? Oh, it almost got back up there and then we hit red. So maybe I need to get out of that. Watching this very closely. I don't want to play this one long because I don't like the short day. Oh. It's going to give me another chance to run up here. Because we are positions held. What are we at? 102. Look at 113, 112. We're up 16%, 15%. Where do I review my order on this? Review order. Oh, dropping. Back to even, sell to close. So this is my order. This is my chance if I want to add another one or not. I don't want it to come all the way back and test this volume weighted average. I want to see a reversal and some strength building. Let's jump into the 1 minute just to get more. Yeah, nope, I'm not liking this as much as I once did. I'm going to have to probably get out of this. I missed my 15% that I could have taken. I don't want to marry this thing. Still in a buying. If this candle gets back above the purple, I might add 1 more. Or I might just cut my loss and try a different trade. I was trying to be really quick and capture a fast move, as a lot of the market makers are going to be in this and try to get a fast move, and then we're going to see a lot of, in my opinion, we're going to see a lot of very stagnant moves throughout the day, because day before holiday, you hit the algorithms and see you later. So this is looking like it's wanting to break down, but I want to see one more test and a bounce. Yep, I think I missed that trade. I don't like that. Let's see. If a candle closes all the way below this, I'm going to probably cut my loss and be upset that I didn't take my 15, 16%, or it might have even been 20%. And I had it set a little bit too high because I think we hit 118 and I should have been closer to like 118 or 120 as my sell, and it might have filled because that would have still been good profit. So might get one more test up there if this candle can get some momentum, but I think we're going to break down. Nvidia is red, so we would need Nvidia to turn up. Nvidia is just such a heavyweight. Google's down. Yeah, I think. Oh, stop advertising on me. That way, that's what happens when you hold a trade a little bit too long. Because this is now a bad deal. Confirm it one more time on the 5 minute that we're right at that. It hasn't gone below yet. Oh, yeah, there we go. Smoked. There's a loss. My first loss. I might be able to get out even because it's still kind of trying to hold that price. What is it? It might actually recover right here. It's kind of wanting to recover. I'm gonna go to the bottom of that green. If this actually reclaims that, there might be some strength to it. Nvidia is running up real quick. They just recovered themselves 20 cents. Google recovered a whole $1. And so QQQ is a top 100 tech stocks, big heavyweight in Nvidia and Google, AMD, and all those guys. So it is breaking down, but that is so weird. It's either giving me an exit and I'm missing it, or it's trying to recover. This guy is definitely not a valid line. Do I want to preemptively think that it's going to bounce up? What an active trade. Here we are. And this, that's another green. It's trying to reclaim. My signal says to get one more on the, oh no, it's right at this pivot on the 5 minute. So 1 minute time frames are kind of your in and out if you're trying to be very close on a scalp to protect yourself and kind of see, but really you got to confirm things with the 5 minute and a 15 minute to see what they're doing. And we still kind of have positive momentum way back here. We're quite a bit of ways above the volume weighted moving average. We're above this wick zone range. Now we're trying to fight that one. So when you come into the 5 minute, it is trying to turn positive. This is almost going to present another to actually add. I'm going to buy 2 more. Oof. I'm going to buy 3 more. Oh, no. Edit order, it's doing that again. I almost sold those, so we're going to buy 3. Oh, it's running now. Okay, done. Now we're in here. I'm going to cancel this order. See what we got. So we have 5 orders now. And now I'm going to tighten up my profit range, and I really want to make sure. So I have an average of 0.88. 10% would obviously be 0.9. That's a little bit more than 10%. So, sorry, 0.09 would get me to like $1. As long as I can sell this for $1, that's going to be 10%. So what I'm going to do is sell 4 at 1.11 to make sure that I capture profit, and I'll let 1 be a runner for a little bit so I don't get FOMO of missing out in case it does run a little bit. But I'm kind of thinking that I'm going to just get a retest of this initial, and that's going to be about it. So if we only get, oh, there it goes, 622.44. Let's see. I don't want it to fail this. I need it to go all the way up. If we retest this body, so look, we had a big wick up here, and then if this is our test, I'm gonna say 622.50 is gonna be the top of it. So let's see what happens if this hits 622.5. I would see $1.02 is all it thinks I'm going to be able to get to. So I might need to just take that as profit and be done. Okay. Replace order. I don't like this trade right now. So we're going to take our 0.95. Wait, no, I want to get 0.99. Give me my 0.99 and submit. I missed it a couple times now. Wow, did we just blow that? Oh, look at that wick. I missed the 102 again. If I would have hit that 622.5, very frustrated with myself today. I need to get out of this because I am making a couple bad trades by missing the profit point by just a couple numbers. So we're gonna cancel this before we blow this whole thing up. And get one more test at that 622.40. We're gonna just sell 5 at point 9.8. 0.99. Dang, that's frustrating. Review order 5. Missed a couple good profit points. Review order. View orders. What do I have? Did I place it? 5 to sell at 0.99. Well, it's still in this green momentum and it wants to do it. I feel like I'm letting the day affect me a little too much, being that it's the short holiday and I'm trying to force this trade, which is why I'm getting out of it. I still think that I could see the profit that I'm looking for. I think this could break out. If it gets above this, it's failed now, twice, or I guess technically 3 times. If we break this down on the 15-minute, since we just had our first 15-minute candle close, not quite yet, our range is all the way up to 622.78. And that would be where it would possibly sit at, because that is the next candle starting. So we have, this is our range. I'm going to make this one be, don't do this to me. Just let me get out of this trade. And I'm just going to test this again. And we're going to make these be orange. And so there is a test possible to come back up to the 622.77 range. It is because we do have some bullish confirmation bias in today, and we are still on that positive. And to break above that into that range is our trading range for the day, but we are just not getting there. I wish I didn't. I'm all the way down to 0.6. Terrible. All right. Got to reclaim this moving average. I'm holding this trade because Google is coming back still. AMD is down more. That's what caused this drop. So we need to see what NVIDIA is going to do, turning around at this 188 level. And if we actually look at NVIDIA, maybe it'll take me there. NVIDIA. We did turn red right here at the open. And a fight to come back. So if NVIDIA can come back and retest 188.80, if it can get over 188, I think that'll push our QQQ into a good range and reclaim that. It's fighting to get it. So we really need 188 here and a little bit of a run. Google's recovered a lot. They were down $3 at one point. So let's see. The theta is going to eat this quick, though. It's going to drop. So if this doesn't get going, it's going to be, there we go. We're up to 0.72. These 0-day trades move quick. So something to be very careful of. We're fighting to get some positive move again. I just need one more test. I really need either Google or Nvidia to make a little bit of a run, break over this volume weighted moving average, and there we go. We are back into a positive, so I'm okay with holding. I think I can at least get some. If I could, heck, at this point, I'm almost ready to just break even. 0.99 is going to be $50 of profit. My average is 0.88, so selling for 0.99, $11 on 5 contracts is, I guess, $55 profit for the day, and we'll be done because it was not my best trade today. And we're still fighting this negative. This is definitely a breakdown underneath this, and I need to preserve capital if I lose that zone, because it might test this lower range one more time. So in between here, I'm selling at a loss. I'm going to be quite upset with myself for making this play and staying too long. I did try to do a small position, and then I talked myself out of it, so I'm going to be upset with myself on that. Very upset with myself if I can't get out of this. Come on, give me one more. We have some. It wants to. It just needs a quick little spike. Come on, Google or Nvidia. Somebody give me a little bit of momentum. Give me one more test up here. Even the 622.40. 622.40 should be enough to get me. I do like this about 622.40 gets me back up to 0.91, which is $13 profit. I know. I'm upset with myself too. 0.64. It's higher than that, I thought. Nope, we're still fighting this little chop zone right here. So what we're kind of range bound in right now, it looks like it's this big wick is what the range is around. I'm trying to follow what was the last 15-minute close of the market yesterday. And who popped up? I'm going to lower this because I want to make sure it fills. I am not happy with this trade, but we're going to take a 5 at 0.92. I don't even care. Very tiny profit. Preserving capital. Make sure that it fills. Done. That'll be 5 trades, $4 profit. It's back up to 0.8. 0.92 is very small profit, and it's trying to come back up, but I just don't see it getting all the way out of there. I'm thinking it's going to fight this zone. Might be fighting. If we just wicked off this, that's going to be a big negative. We got to get a little bit more juice to get out of there. 0.76, 0.75. Come on. Come on. Little more oomph. Give me a test of the 622.40 so I can get out. 622.40 should see simulate my returns. Let's just say 622.45. Oh, what? We want to see our time here. Yeah. So that's why I have it. 622.45 is only going to get to about 0.93, and if I fail that zone, I don't want to miss that sell. That's kind of my, not like break even, but that's as close to getting out of this with little effect as possible. It looks like this trend line is actually showing some validity here, where we wicked off this one at the 5 minutes before close, and then we're at the 15-minute mark, and these wicks lined up in a downtrend pattern, and then we just hit that wick again. So I'm hoping it was going to break out above that and test this, and that's what we were looking for. And that's what I needed to get me out of this. It's fighting hard trying to. Watching a trade on a rocky day that we kind of broke some of the standards. You know, the strategy of doing these day trades on normal days that you don't kind of rush into is you confirm them by letting the first 15 minutes establish the zone, which is what we did. We do have the 15-minute zone, but we got into the trade here trying to catch a little bit of a momentum run up, and I had it. It was the right play. I got in. If you can see the high of today for the call was 137. That's probably where it opened. It definitely it opened at that kind of goofy. That's weird. I did not see that number because mine would have filled. I had a 125 set, and the highest that I saw looks like it was right here. I would have been up 25 bucks on the two calls, so $22 a piece on my 0.94 average. Looks like it was about 114, 115 was the top, and I didn't get out of it. I actually averaged down, which then it spiked up, and I was almost okay right here. I probably could have got out, and then we're fighting right here now. So this is an inflection point of preserving capital, and we can see that we're kind of stuck on this trend line, trying to break above this downtrend. I'm talking about this cayenne blue line. 5 minutes before close, and then at the 15-minute mark we kind of cut that one in, and there we go, break above. Who's helping me out here? It looks like Google. Google is my saving grace right now, and we're trying our hardest. We're almost back to even. We're at 0.81 and our average is 0.88. So almost back to even. Google might give me a push. I just need NVIDIA to kind of follow and give some more momentum. AMD turned green. That's positive. We like that. S&P's up. ETF flows, launch volume, shatter all records. Yeah, so on the headlines, they're kind of talking positive, but we just need a little bit more momentum and get us out of this thing, because we're also, as the day goes on, theta's against us. So we also have to have that at our in our back pocket kind of thing. I might make a $45 trade. I might just grab. I don't want to grab two more of those actually, because with a bad news, not necessarily bad news. I guess I could still announce something on Friday, but it would take such a big move. I'm probably gonna. It sucks for Intel. I have good faith, or I have good hopes for them, but the bad news today likely gonna lead to this week just not being great for them. So we're gonna get that, so we can save that 40 bucks. We're getting close to break even. I'm gonna follow this. Here we go. Oh, now NVIDIA is rallying. Again, I'm not gonna be greedy. I'm not going for any profit. I'm just trying to get that 0.92 and have a positive day. Google's really pushing, and AMD is actually kind of the saving grace. They're running the best, and then Google as well. So we were really close to break even, but I just want to get a small amount of profit is all I'm looking for. Again, my average is 0.88, and I have 5 of them. We're down 10%. We just need the price to go 622.5, and if we go to the 622.5, we would fill our order. So that's all we're looking for. Nothing crazy. 622.5 would fill the order completely. It's this zone right here. Let's throw a horizontal ray on there, and we're gonna put it right there, and we're gonna make it be white. That is our target to get out of here with what was that gonna be, 5% profit or something like that. And it's not. We need this body. Come on, baby. Get back up there. Two stacked green candles would have been good, but this green red, green red, green red is not the pattern we need. We need two green candles in a row. AMD is our runner right now. See what they got going on. They had a big wick, and then they supported it with another big body and a green body candle, but then they went down. And this is the chop that run, but they still have their positive momentum, and they just flip back over to bullish. So that's a good sign for the techie world. Let's make sure we're doing okay. Holding this 0.8 zone. Oh, dropped again. So I am sitting here on this position, down 12%. I don't want to lose too much, down 15%. Somebody failed. Looks like Nvidia is the one that is pulling us back, and those guys are a heavyweight in the sector. We are on a green body though, so this is purely the theta and the Greeks working against me. I am above. There we go. That's a positive. Give me another one. We're so close. This price action looks like it's lagging a little bit on Robinhood compared to the actual price of the stock. Oh, that red sucked. Again, these are only a couple cents. I'm really zoomed in is why it looks that way. Because we're moving within a tight range, but fractional gains, stocks hover near record highs. That's why we are trying to take minimal profits and be a good trader. Realizing that we're not going to break out of this, we're mostly going to chop. We just need a slight move up. Gold is in a pause off their rally. Gold was moving and silver was moving. We did touch that 62.40. I just needed it to happen over 10 minutes ago, and we would have caught our profit. So now coming back to this trend, don't want that. We need another test up. We just needed 62.50. We're so close. 20 more cents. 20 more cents. Thought this video was going to be super quick, and it ended up being a long one because this trade took way longer than I wanted it to. Alright, we're starting to get up there. 0.85, 0.86, 0.86, fighting, 0.87. Looks like we're almost going to break even. Come on, AMD, give me one more push. Give me one more push. 5 cents. All right, I think 0.88, we're at break even. 0.86. 0.88, give me a little jump. Just a little spike. Ooh, 0.85, we lost our little jump. What happened? That didn't want, did we not touch it? The high was 0.49. 1 penny away, and we're not going to fill now? Come on. What are you doing? So we started at 619.49 and we're... Oh, that's because Intel. We lost quite a bit on Intel today on those drops. Those guys all lost. I think I had lost like 30 bucks on Intel. 0.84. Is it really going to miss me by 1 penny? Not fill my order? That's wild. That's wild. Miss me by 1 penny and not fill. And it dropped already. 8, 9, 10. Oh my goodness. No way. Miss me by a penny. I was going to say, you better Give me one more test and make sure you touch that. Because that is wild if I miss by 1 penny. Touch it one more time. I'm going to lower my order actually just because it's not wanting to get up there. And I'm going to replace this order. And I'm going to just do 5 at 0.9. That is as close to break even, making it the babiest of percent profit gain. Because it's just not filling that order, and it's right there. AMD pulled back now and lost its momentum. That's crazy. Missed it by a penny, and it won't fill now. $8.2, $8.5, $8.3. This $8.4. 0.88 is my average. Just trying to get a 0.9 fill. Make 10 bucks today. I cannot believe that did not fill, or even get close enough to try to fill. We were watching on this one, of course. I don't know if it was as close as it did, but when we simulated, there we go. Just go fill that order and be done with you. Be done with you, I say. I don't know why it's not showing us the chart on this. There we go. Filled it. Done. Wow. So that should have filled. I had 0.9 and it went to 0.91. Did we not fill? 0.9 right now. That's crazy. 0.91. There we go. Filled. Okay. So we lost 11 bucks today after making 10 with QQQ. We lost some with Intel on the news of NVIDIA. Just not a good range, and it was potentially I could have made a little bit more had I held on, because look, it's going to break out now. I just didn't like that trade. Was not comfortable with it. It was it was too choppy and too stagnant, and kept wanting to go down. Of course, now let's see what that one is priced at. 0.9. It's right where it's at. I don't have a lot of faith in it. I did miss out on probably a 15% profit trade doing it, but I got out and I didn't lose. So sometimes not losing is as good as winning. It did touch that. I might throw a little YOLO put on this, or a call for a swing. Just was not a great setup today. I kind of knew that. That's why I wanted to catch the momentum and get out and only do 2 contracts and do half of my account. I ended up averaging down and then got into a bigger position than I wanted to. I held through right at the peak of where I didn't want to be. I did not want to be that far down. So it made me uncomfortable. And then I got out at the near break even. Not all trades are 25, 35% winners. Sometimes you got to be happy with the 2 or 3% winners and just not losing. This thing could run again. It's right at that range. But being the holiday season and a short day today, I think we're going to be pretty range bound, trading in between here and here with a lot of chop right in this range. I'm going to make another purple one just because I think it's going to be that previous days. This is this previous day. We're gonna make this one be purple. This was the 5 minutes before the market closed yesterday, and I think we're gonna trade in this range. So I might throw like a weird little goofy put just to say that I made a little bit more money on this. Watch, let's do this. We're gonna go. I gotta come down. Yeah, whatever. We'll do it. It's going to be, we'll just play one. And we have that one little put that we own. If the price comes back and tests the 622, that's what we're going to look for. So simulate my returns real fast just to kind of see. We're just going to put 622 flat and just see what it thinks we could get to is 0.58. If we could, I'm going to set it right now off the top of my hand to make up for the other one. We're just going to do 0.55 for fun. Actually, you know what? We're going to do 0.44. That's $10. We'll just do 0.50. 50 bucks. Right in the middle. Done. We're going to let that sit. I'm going to go take the dogs out. If this one doesn't hit, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm also not going to be mad, but it is just kind of a little test to see if this is going to want to come back down after it fails. This range to come all the way back down to here would be wild, but I'm thinking at least into this range would be kind of cool if it fails. But here's your 622 that I just did the simulate my returns on. If it doesn't break out here, so might be a loss, but it's just a little I guess test. So thanks for following that trade. Wasn't the most exciting, maybe not for you guys to watch. For me, and my heart was pumping a little bit because I immediately was upset that I missed my profit point. It almost filled another profit point and failed, and then it was acting very temperamental. These big wicks are indecisiveness and almost cost me an L, but look at us go. Now we're going to go test this, and I'm going to say that I missed out on the profit of what could have been QQQ. Let's see what it's at. Trade options. The call for today, 0.93, 0.94. Yeah, not even mad about it. 0.95, I think I was trying to get 102 for a little bit, or 0.99 for a little bit. Oh, and now I would have got it. Yeah, these guys are lagging a little bit on filling these contract prices. 0.95. I'm not gonna second guess this trade and say that I missed out because I didn't hold for $1 profit on the 5, and that would have been $60 profit. Would have been great. Would have been more closer to my daily goal of getting 10% to 20%. But I didn't lose, and I stayed within discipline. So we'll see you guys after Christmas. And the Friday session should be better. I think we're about to jump into some little bit of this algorithm mess. Wouldn't even be so. That's crazy. Wasn't expecting this move. So anyway, hopefully we'll make a little bit more money on Friday, payday. And so the $1,000 goal this week is probably not going to happen without a crazy trade, which I would not hold for that much profit now that I have to make like 80% profit in order to catch a banger. So our $1,000 goal is still on the table, though. We're looking to capture that next week. Good luck, everybody, and make lots of money. Enjoy the holidays, Merry Christmas, and have a good one.